Hi, this is Rod from Garden Crossings, and I'm at the Northern Michigan Garden and just planting the front bed along the road today. And I just went through the greenhouses yesterday and just pulled plants that I wanted. I didn't really have any rhyme or reason, and just pulled plants that I thought were cool and what I wanted to try, and we'll see what happens. I was out here, Heidi says to me, "Did you pull deer-resistant plants?" I said, "No, I'm probably planting their salad bar." But yes, we run into a deer issue here, so she started looking on her website, like I should really know what's deer resistant, I guess, but she started looking on the website and says, "No, that looks good, those are good, those are good." So yeah, I guess maybe I picked a lot of stuff that isn't, or that is deer resistant and won't have a problem with deer, but we'll find out. But anyways, as we kind of come around here, be able to see some of these bigger annuals, we grew in a 8-inch hanging basket so we could get some more size, like this Nemesia here, and some of the begonias over there, the petunia right here, and the other plants are all the 4.5-inch. And I just, like I said, I have a cart here that I'm just kind of pulling off from, and really didn't have a plan in place, and it's starting to come together. So I got my Craftsman drill here with the Proven Winner auger on it, and you can see I have pre-drilled some of these holes. And I'm just dropping the pot in there temporarily until I get them all drilled, and then I'll come back and plant them. Don't tell Heidi this, because you've heard a number of videos of, we carry this eco-friendly pot, and she has always said we're not going to plant in the pot. I am planting in the pot, and we'll see how it goes. So I can show you what I'm doing here in a minute. This is what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to grab the bottom of and pull these tabs off. Not that hard to do. You got that right there. I've taken the bottom of the pot, the Eco Pot, throw it in my hole, and just tuck my plant in, and we'll see what happens. At this point, it's not what we recommend, but I will know better by the end of the summer. Little concerned about if the sedum the sedum lemon coral is not a very deep rooter. Will it root out and go down through that pot? Because it's not going to come out the sides for sure. That pot's still going to be there when we go to till this up next spring. Even though it is eco and it is biodegradable, that you will still see remains of that pot next spring here. Some of the plants like Senorita Rosalita, I'm not concerned. The roots will definitely go down and get established into the ground pretty well. But that's where I'm just trying to test it. The goal is that you just plant the pot, but at this point we're recommending not necessarily to do that and pop it out of the pot, put it in your compost. But we're doing the true test here, and we'll find out which plants do well that way, which plants don't, or if they all seem to do well. We'll find out, and we'll let you know later this summer. But right here we got Nemesia Air Romance Mulberry. It's a new Nemesia, and it's a first-class Nemesia. My hope is that it continues to flower like this all summer long. A lot of the Nemesias kind of fade out, kind of die out when the heat and humidity roll around. So we'll see what happens, but this isn't your normal Nemesia. I hope it's a beginning of a series from Proven Winners that they continue to build colors off from, but it is an awesome plant. So up front here, I used Liberalia White Knight, and then Sedum Lemon Coral. And hopefully that will just kind of, as it grows, they'll just kind of contrast the yellow and the purple and the white all together. You'll also see I'm in the process of putting Euphorbia Diamond Mountain in here. And I brought 2 flats, which was 20 pots, and I really didn't know what I was going to do with it. But I decided I had a trail, or I had an area between that I could kind of make it wave through. And it's supposed to get 24 to 36. I don't know if I've ever planted it in the ground to find out how big it really gets. But I'm hoping it kind of comes up behind this Nemesia. Obviously, these ornamental grasses will continue to grow and start shadowing it. So I really don't know what to expect by late summer, but we'll definitely have a wave of white, dainty type flowers throughout the summer months. And if the grasses come over top of it late summer, fall, and kind of they die off after that, that's fine. But right now, it should have a nice white wave throughout. So Lobellaria, Nemesia, and Euphorbia are all deer-resistant plants. So right here I have Senorita Rosalita, and that is also deer-resistant. My hopes is by like late summer it'll be yay high. And we've also tucked in some sun impatiens. I'm not a big fan of the yellow one with the green edge, but we had it. And I put it in here. It gets I'm guessing the flower is going to be very similar to that color impatient there. You can see it coming out a little bit. It's cool. It's different. It's not necessarily my favorite, but I planted it in anyways. So that's here, and I popped the color off with the Beacon, impatient Beacon pink, rose. Back here I have Coleus Lime Time, and I got, what's that?
Salad bar.
Oh yeah, Heidi says salad bar. Could be, we'll see. But then begonias, I got what is this? Cordial cherry. That's what it is. Also, that one may be deer resistant, may not be. We'll find out. But my hope is it's kind of a taller one. Hopefully it gets up this tall, especially behind this rock here. I want it to kind of come over the top of this rock. I don't know if it will. We'll have to just see. But in the front of the rock, you see again some sedum lemon coral. I'm trying to play off the color of the lemon coral and the leaves on the begonia. I like to play with the foliage color just as much as I like to play with the flower color. But as you kind of come through here, and you've heard a number of our videos, we somewhat like to be symmetrical. And I kind of did repeat what we did over on that side. So we'll see. We'll get them all planted, and we will keep you posted on how they do throughout the summer. Deer damage from this winter, not necessarily. A little bit in the columbines, but that could be rabbit. That's a little bit maybe the deer damage we've seen. They do like hydrangeas. I haven't necessarily seen them on the hydrangeas. The spirea, I don't necessarily. Should be good. Here we have a few of the hydrangeas, Little Lime Punch. I'm hoping that the deer don't touch that one. So far they have not. And we have Garnata, which is an Invincibel type, or a smooth type. So those are scattered in here. I got the spirea candy corns in the front from last year. Some salvias planted last year as perennials. We tested a few perennials in here over the winter, or planted last year, like Dowsperma did not work for us. Probably either too cold or too moist, because we have underground up here. Phlox, creeping phlox are kind of getting established. Palamonium we definitely seen deer damage there. I guess it could be rabbit as well, but Palamonium looks nice. When Heidi probably does a video later this weekend or something, you'll see it at the cottage, and it's really, really gorgeous and in full flower, where this has been chewed down. But I left this one in. This is a new allium from Welter's Gardens. I don't even really know what the name was. It was tested. We got a test plant last year. So we'll see how that does. It's supposed to be bigger leaves, bigger globes, if you want to call them that, flowers. So we'll see what that looks like. But I'm going to go ahead and finish planting and putting these all in the ground, and then go on to the next area that I got to plant this weekend. So this is Rod from Garden Crossings.